This is the U-2 spy plane, aka Dragon Lady. Here is why it exists. For more than a half-century, the renowned U-2 Dragon Lady has served as one of the most secret aerial observation aircraft in the United States, flying some of the U.S. military's most sensitive surveillance missions throughout the world. The U-2s is a single-seat, single-engine reconnaissance and surveillance aircraft that provides signals, images, electronic measurements, and signature intelligence, or MISIN. The U-2's long and thin wings give it glider-like properties, allowing it to swiftly lift massive sensor payloads to unrivaled heights and maintain them there for lengthy periods of time. The U-2 is able to collect a range of images, including multispectral electro, optical, infrared, and synthetic aperture radar products, which may be stored or sent to ground exploitation centers. Additionally, it enables the high-resolution, wide-area synoptic coverage given by the optical bar camera, which produces traditional film products that are developed and analyzed after landing. The U-2 also carries a payload for signals intelligence. All intelligence products, with the exception of wet film, may be broadcast worldwide in near real time through air-to-ground connections, providing combatant commanders with vital information quickly. MISIN gives evidence of recent activity in regions of interest and uncovers efforts to disguise the location or real nature of man-made objects. The U-2 pilot, who often flies at heights over 70,000 feet, must wear a complete pressure suit identical to those worn by astronauts. Landing requires precise control inputs due to the aircraft's low altitude, handling characteristics and bicycle-type landing gear. Forward sight is also limited due to the aircraft's extended nose and taildragger layout. A second U-2 pilot often chases each landing in a high-performance vehicle, providing radio inputs for altitude and runway alignment to help the pilot. These attributes have earned the U-2 the reputation as the most difficult aircraft to fly in the world. The U-2 is powered by a fuel-efficient, lightweight General Electric Phone 118-101 engine, which eliminates the need for air refueling for long-duration flights. The modification to the U-2's Block 10 electrical system replaced outdated wire with sophisticated fiber optic technology and reduced the overall electronic noise profile to offer a quieter platform for the most recent generation of sensors. The aircraft's sensor packages consist of an electro-optical infrared camera, an optical bar camera, an advanced synthetic aperture radar, signals intelligence and network-centric communication. The first flight of the original U-2A occurred in August 1955. It was constructed in total secrecy by Kelly Johnson and the Lockheed Skunk Works. Late in the 1950s, the first U.S. flights over the Soviet Union gave the president and other U.S. decision-makers with crucial intelligence on Soviet military strength. In October of 1962, the U-2 observed the deployment of offensive nuclear missiles by the Soviet Union in Cuba, sparking the Cuban Missile Crisis. Recent U-2 missions have gathered intelligence in Korea, the Balkans, Afghanistan, and Iraq. The U-2 also performs peacetime reconnaissance in support of disaster relief from floods, earthquakes, and forest fires, as well as search and rescue missions, as required. First flown in 1967, the U-2 war was 40% bigger and more capable than its predecessor, the TR-1A, a tactical reconnaissance derivative that first flew in August 1981 and was essentially identical to the U-2 at its maiden flight. In October of 1989, the final U-2 on Tier 1 aircraft were delivered. In 1992, all Trojans and U-2s were redesignated as U-Trojans, and U-2s were redesignated as Since 1994, an investment of $1 billion has been made to update the airframe and sensors of the U-2. In addition, the shift to the G-Phone 101 engine resulted in the renaming of all Air Force U-2 aircraft to U-2s. U-2s are home, based at Beale Air Force Base, California's 9th Reconnaissance Wing, but are rotated to operational detachments globally. Before being sent on operational flights,